accept my imperfections. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect mom. Oh my god, I'm such an introvert. Like, I'm such an introvert, but in health you have to talk. I'm always like talking. They were crying for their beloved. They had passed away, and I was like, okay, excuse me, can I just pass and go and see my patient? So every day I come back home, I kiss my kids, I tell them I love them. Nothing is as painful as hearing the cry of a mom who just lost their baby. What is good, T gang? It is your girl T, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to this channel, please don't be shy to smash the subscribe button down below. Turn on your post notifications to get notified every time I post a video, baby. So today I want to talk about, I'm going to be undoing my hair because tomorrow I'm going to the salon. I'm just going to be talking about motherhood, content creation, and being a healthcare worker. I feel like people just see me online as that content creator, the mother of two, that healthcare worker. But beyond all that I post on socials, how am I really tackling being a mom of two and being a healthcare worker and being a content creator all at the same time? So let's just talk. I'm going to be unbraiding my hair as we talk today about all these three topics. Can we first talk about motherhood, guys? I've been rebranding my channel. I feel like the old videos, the old me, was immature. I'm a bit matured now. As a mom, I always try to be emotionally available to my kids, even when my own cup is running empty. So kids are emotionally draining, guys. Like, from the moment my daughter wakes up, she wakes up at 7 a.m. Sometimes she wakes up at 6:30, sometimes 6 a.m. From the moment she wakes up, the first thing she says to me is tea. She wants me to make her tea. Like, I'm exhausted. But you have to get out of bed. It's unlike when you're not a mom, you wake up on your own time. With these little humans, they control your schedule, they control your life, they control everything that you do. So even when my cup is running empty myself, I have to be there for someone else. So that is the difficulties of motherhood. Can we talk about the mom guilt? My daughter is so naughty, guys. She's a 2-year-old, the terrible twos. She's naughty, she doesn't listen, she throws tantrums. Sometimes I also just have to admit that sometimes I can lose it. I'm also human, I'm also a mom, and I'm sure the moms out there can relate to what I'm saying. The mom guilt eats me up the most at night. When my daughter goes to sleep and my son goes to sleep, the mom guilt eats me up. So I just try to take it one day at a time. Mother would change my priorities. I prioritize my kids now. There are things that used to matter to me that don't matter anymore now. Like, nothing will ever matter as much as my kids. They will always be number one. No one will ever come before them. So my priorities shifted. When I was younger and dreaming, I used to dream I want a big car, I want to live in the city and have that nice life. But now with my kids, I want a nice slow life. I want something, a place safe for them. I don't think I'm still a city girl anymore. I just want to live in a nice place. My kids should be safe, my kids should grow up well. I prioritize them. They're my number one priority. Can we talk about balancing work and running the household? The moment I come back from work, I don't breathe. Like, seriously, I changed my scrubs not so long ago. I was having my scrubs on. When I got in the house, I started making lunch for my daughter. I started making lunch for myself. I haven't even changed out of my scrubs. It's so tough balancing work and kids at home. It's draining, it's exhausting. You never truly like switch off, like to rest, just to relax your mind. I remember before I became a mom, I would sleep, like I would just shut down and sleep. But since I became a mom, I don't really sleep, guys. It's like I'm just always half awake. Like, Constantly multitasking. Right now I'm undoing my hair. I thought it would be productive if I can undo my hair and talk to the camera while my daughter is right here next to me. She's taking a bath. My son is in the sitting room, is watching Kokomet. This is how I'm multitasking. Already I'm done with lunch boxes. This is like, I'm shooting this video at 7:30. Since I got back from work, I've done everything. Not having enough time, alone time, like I miss the days when I could just be alone, guys. Like, I just want to be alone. Like, even with these kids, I have a stay-in helper. She's very good with my kids. She's been with us since my son was 3 weeks. But sometimes I just want to, like, can you and the kids just go somewhere so that I can have time to myself? Like, please. So it never really happens. The only time I get alone, oh well, I don't actually. When I go to the bathroom, my daughter is my tail. She's right behind me all the time, all the freaking time. So that is the life of being a mom. I can think of a time when I don't know how many times I reheated my coffee. My kids were awake. I can reheat the coffee first time, then something comes up. You hear my daughter's making noise. So I heat the coffee up, something comes up, my daughter wants this and that. Heat the coffee up, something comes up. So the coffee gets cold, I don't know how many times. Now since my daughter started talking, she's always demanding something. Tea, orange, this and this. I'm even scared to say some of the names because she's right next to me, and when she starts calling out that name and we don't have that thing in the house, it's gonna be a problem. Can we talk about being a healthcare worker? Being emotionally exhausted, guys. Let's be honest. We see a lot of traumatizing stuff in the hospital. It's just emotionally draining, guys. Every day it's a new condition that I'm seeing. Like, I'm learning about something new each and every day, and the more I learn of these things, the more I get scared. Like, is there really something like this out there? One thing that shocked me the most is NNE, guys. You can go and research about it if you're curious. NNE is a condition that I've been seeing in neonates. So most of the kiddies, the newborns in neonatal ICU, most of them usually find the most common thing is NNE. It's a recent thing that I learned about. So these are small things that I never really knew about, that they are there, they existed. Also started realizing, we take things for granted. You give birth to your kid, you come back home, they are fine, they are healthy, you take it for granted. I think being in healthcare also has taught me not to take things for granted. When I come home, I appreciate my kids, I appreciate my family, I appreciate the fact that the good Lord allowed me to give birth to these kids. They are mentally okay, they are physically okay, because we see a lot of traumatizing things. The other thing that I saw, as physiotherapists, we don't directly deal with autism kids like the occupational therapists do. So I joined the occupational therapist and the speech therapist. They were seeing a kiddie with autism, and I was like, this is really hard. Having a kid with this condition, being that kid with that condition is really hard. I saw a kiddie with ADHD. Like, I'm like, this is really hard. So being in healthcare has also taught me to be to appreciate and be grateful, besides the emotional weight that it puts on me. I remember when I was working in this ward for pediatrics. This is when I started work. January, February, like, I was always so, I don't know, I was always grateful, and I was also always down, because the things I would see, nothing is as painful as hearing the cry of a mom who just lost their baby. I don't want to get heavy on this one. Besides being grateful, I think there's a time, or actually I'm now desensitized. Like, there's a time when a family came in ICU, they were crying for their beloved, they had passed away, and I was like, okay, excuse me, can I just pass and go and see my patient so I can go back to the office and get on with my day? Not to say that I'm an evil person, but this is how healthcare changes one to be that kind of person. It's not like I'm cruel, but it's like, if I feel too much, if I try to get into it too much, it's going to stress me, it's going to consume me. So I choose to just like, okay, can I just get on with my day? I don't wanna invest a lot in this. So I think over the time now, it has taught me to to be desensitized, but that's not what I intended. I'll be like, okay, I don't want to think about it too much. Can I just do my work and go home? Because when I think about it too much, especially with the kiddies, it really eats me up. Like, why is a kid going through so much? Talking all freaking day. As a healthcare worker, you're always talking. Oh my god, I'm such an introvert. Like, I'm such an introvert, but in health you have to talk. I'm always like talking. Can I get a break? I like the tea in healthcare though. I mean, there's a lot of tea in healthcare. Like, yo, we hear a lot of tea. Like, I'm like, girl, did you really do that? Did that really happen to you? Like, tell me more. So we always hear stories. We try to comfort patients. Yeah, but you see, so these are some of the things that we see in healthcare. Sometimes you get those awkward interactions. Sometimes you get those patients who come from Dr. Google and they start telling you what to do. You get also like doctors who want to tell you how you should work as a physio. Like, it's just a lot, guys. Overall, I just love what I do. I like what I do. I try to balance it with motherhood, and I think working in healthcare has been a blessing for me because I've learned to appreciate and be grateful in life. And every day I come back home, I kiss my kids. I tell them I love them. I tell them they're loved. I tell them you know what, you're baby, you're smart, you're beautiful, you're cute, you are destined for greatness. The last part is content creation. What I'm doing right now, shooting this video, guys, I'm hardly coping. Battling to be consistent. There are times when I'm so consistent. I can be consistent for over like 5 weeks, and then sometimes life just gets hard. I think I almost cut my hair. Sometimes life gets hard, guys, and then I just can't be consistent anymore. Because imagine with 2 kids, things have been better since I got a helper, but imagine the time before I got a helper, I was having 2 under 2. It was difficult to juggle social media, and that's also another reason why I left YouTube, because I didn't have help, and everything was just so tough. Yo guys, if I can think of the time when I had 2 under 2 and I had no help, if I can talk about my story, I can break down, because I just want to give myself those flowers that I'm a very strong woman. I am a very strong woman, guys. I think this will be a story for another day of how I went through being a mother to 2 kids, 2 under 2 with no help. Well, I mean, it just happened for the first like 3 weeks before my helper came. That was before I got a job. But the first 3 weeks were a nightmare. I have never been so exhausted emotionally and physically in my life before, more than the way I was just after I gave birth to my son, which is my second born. And my daughter was so young. Can you imagine the guilt that was eating me up? I had to be there for my daughter. I had to be there for my son too. And my daughter was just still a baby too. She needed my attention. My son needed my attention. Everyone needed my attention. The guilt. Sometimes I would ask myself, was it necessary for me to fall pregnant with another child when my daughter was hardly 2 years old? These are things that I still question myself even now. Am I a good mom? Am I a good mother? Am I good enough for them? So this is just how motherhood is, guys. Let me not divert from the content creation part, because I feel like now I'm back to motherhood. I think because I am a mom, that's what I'm best at, so I'm always talking about motherhood. Overthinking content. Is this content gonna be good enough? Like, guys, I've been consistently posting on Instagram, but it seems like the more I post, the more I get less views, the more I lose followers. Guys, can you tell me, I was on 13.6k followers on IG, and now I'm on 12.5 and they keep going down. But what I like about myself, I haven't given up. I keep posting. I will keep posting. The low views, they won't affect my confidence. I'm still going to post. I know I'll find my people who enjoy my content. Comparing ourselves to big creators, like, guys, come on, I can't compare myself to Grace. I know my name is Grace too. Maybe that's a sign. I'm also gonna be like the Grace, because you know it's in the name, I guess. But for now, I'm just still a small creator, just trying to, you know, make it. I like posting authentic content, motherhood content, healthcare content, but I don't know if I should go into trends too. Maybe that would make me blow up. Content creators, what do you think? Sometimes I feel like it's too much. I'm on social media and I'm like, this is too much. Can I just take a break? But then I can't, because this is my side hustle. This is my bread and butter. So sometimes it gets exhausting. Sometimes you end up comparing yourself to people because you're always on socials constantly. You're checking people's pages. It gets too much, guys. Sometimes I get to a point where I'm like, why does she have all that and I don't? And this is where jealousy starts creeping in. And honestly, I'm just being honest in this video. Like, we do feel like that sometimes as content creators. Like, why does she, why not me? You understand? So in closing, how do I cope? I accept my imperfections. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect mom. There's no perfect person. There's no perfect dad, perfect mom, perfect partner. Okay, like there's no perfect whatever. I'm not a perfect mom. I'm a trying mom, and that is what matters. I show up for my kids when I'm emotionally exhausted, when I'm burnt out, when I'm tired, when I'm trying to balance creating content, being consistent, work. But I'm trying. I'm a trying mom, but I'm not a perfect mom. I do have days where I feel like, you know what, I could have done this better, but I'm just a 28-year-old who's trying her best to be a mom. I create realistic routines with my kids. I keep it simple. I keep it fun. Like when it's brushing our teeth, I've created a song with my daughter to make the routine simpler and smoother. Because the smallest things as a mom, what you think is how can't this, it's difficult. Feeding a baby is difficult. Changing a baby is difficult. Having them brush their teeth is difficult. Everything is a nightmare. So I make a realistic routine. I make it simple. I make it smooth. I make it fun. I film content in batches. Already I have like a plan where I already know what I'm gonna shoot. So a schedule for shooting my content. You need to have a schedule and you need to follow through with that schedule. So I make sure that I don't overwhelm myself once with content. I just make it in batches, like batch. I already have content prepared. Each and every day I know the content I'm going to post, especially on Instagram. I know what I will be posting throughout the week. I make sure that I spend time with my kids. As much as I'm a physiotherapist, as much as I'm a content creator, I have designated time that I spend with my kids where I put my phone down. I focus on my daughter. I focus on my son. I talk to them every day. I talk to them. I speak positivity into them. They are still, my son is 11 months, my daughter is 2 years and a couple of months, but I've already started talking to them and telling them. Yesterday I spoke to my son. I told him, son, I know you are a man, but men are people too. Men have feelings. Men cry, men get hurt, men feel, men have flesh, the same flesh that us women have. So I told him, son, I always want you to be able to talk to me. I always want you to be able to express yourself. I don't want you to hold everything in. You don't have to die inside. You can talk to me. I'm your mom. I told him yesterday, and I will keep telling him that until he grows up. How do I know that works? With my daughter, since she was a baby, Every morning, when she wakes up, I hug her, I cuddle her, I tell her, good morning, Aya, good morning, baby, how did you sleep? I tell her I love her. Now she's 2 years old in a couple of months. When she wakes up, the first thing she does, she gives me a hug. She tells me huggy, she gives me a hug, and then she tells me tea. Or first she's gonna say tea and then she cuddles me. I rest when it's necessary. Fortunately for me, I have a very helpful helper. My son absolutely adores her and she allows me to rest when I need to. Guys, I'm so grateful for my helper. Like, I'm so grateful for her. She takes my son, she sleeps with him the whole night, and I don't hear him crying, and the next morning she told me he was awake the whole night. How does she do that? I appreciate her. I think I also managed to do it because of the support system. Like right now, she's busy with my son. I'm doing my hair. I'm shooting. She hasn't rested since I came back from work. Nobody has. So I think because of the support system too, that's how I managed to do it. Okay guys, so now both my kids are awake and they're here and they're bothering me. So in conclusion, I think what I can say is that I've learned to reset. I've learned to give myself a break. I've learned to take it slow. I've learned to tell myself, you know what, you are not perfect, but you try to be the best that you can be for your kids. Guys, I'm done undoing my hair. So if you're a woman juggling motherhood, and you're also a career woman, tell us, how do you deal with that? How do you manage to juggle between motherhood and work and etc? Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're seeing me for the first time and you like me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the post notification to get notified every time I post a video. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.